Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining me again. So, it looks like we're on a bit of a tear here with new Daisy content. She's got two channels right now, the DTVH and then the Daisy the Venice Healer. It was kind of quiet for a while, but now I can barely keep up. There's all kinds of things, and I've got different ideas for videos, things I want to kind of touch on and talk about. And I found this morning. Apparently, now I'm sure some of you are more in the know than I am. I'm trying to keep up, but it looks like she was arrested again at a Starbucks of all places. What a surprise. March 12th. Okay, so she's uploaded a rant where she bursts into the Starbucks here and confronts, I don't know if these are the exact workers, but they are some workers that were possibly involved in calling the police. I really have no idea what happened. Some sort of confrontation, I'm sure. She probably got kind of loud. I don't know. And she took her skateboard. You know how she kind of defiantly will fling it in the air and grab it. And I guess somebody interpreted that as an aggressive move. I guess one of the employees, and probably just had enough of the commotion and called the police, and Daisy was detained for a couple hours, according to this. So Daisy's come back, and she feels that the right choice in order to be heard is to rant and rave here in the Starbucks for almost 5 minutes. This is just another example of her getting nowhere and self-sabotaging. It's kind of, I was hoping that with her kind of moving into the direction of housing and I guess something that seemed more stable, talking to the therapist, that, you kind of hope that things are going to kind of like level off. But, people are who they are. And she felt that this was the right way to handle this. So I'm going to go ahead. I know my sound is not 100% great here, but I'm going to put this microphone down so you can hear this, and we will walk through this this outburst here at the Starbucks. These poor employees. I can't imagine what they have to put up with here, but from her, it's a lot.
Okay, I didn't interrupt you. You're gonna listen to the video. I was sitting here, and your manager came over, and she made a demand followed by a threat.
Okay, so why is she talking to this employee about what a manager did? Why does she not get the manager and discuss it with her? I don't know if this employee had anything to do with this, but she just walks away here. Because she just walks off. Yep, good for you. Good for you.
Hey, you guys made a false report of me, because if I didn't swing a skateboard, they would have taken away my freedom. You guys lied, and you guys got me arrested.
Okay, this is interesting. How many times has she gotten herself arrested? She's highly indignant here in her kind of Spiderman outfit. She's wearing shoes. That's an improvement. I mean, how many times she's admitted that she's been arrested, like 30 plus times. But this is the this is what she's got a problem with, is when they had her detained for a couple hours. What about all the times that she, like last summer, brought a weapon to a courthouse, or had it on her body, was arrested for that, and then calling in the bomb threat, or what was interpreted as a bomb threat. We know it was a love bomb. All the times that she's done it to herself. But this time here, this is the thing that bothers her. It's kind of interesting.
And I have it on video, so you're gonna get the general manager, you're gonna get someone out here from corporate.
Okay, nobody is going to come out from corporate and drive down to this particular Starbucks, sit down, and talk with her. There's no talking with her anyway. This is ranting and raving and being aggressive in public. And I can only imagine this is probably what led to, you know, the detainment the other day, which I wonder, she says she's got it on video. I'd like to watch that actually. Why shouldn't she? Why shouldn't this employee that you are verbally abusing loudly and aggressively walk to the back? She's got every right to. You know, who is she to come in here and demand that employees do, you know, her bidding? It's ridiculous. Yeah, but this isn't the way to get acknowledgement. Is She's a bully. This is bullying. Okay, this is only going to cause people to step away from you, not come towards you. I think actually that is probably one of the biggest problems. Is, you know, she preaches about coming together and a community and a tribe and everything, but what she does is she actually pushes people away with the way she approaches things like this. On my spirit, on my nervous system, and I want what about everybody else's nervous system? About a way forward together where we don't lie and use enforcement like weapons, because about, you know, so many people just lose their kids over what you did. Okay, see, she just brought the thing up about losing her kids. Well, if this is any way that she behaved, you know, around her children, and you know, that was a bad situation. Look at this. Look at what oh my God. Look at what their mother is doing here. This is how she's spending her day. This is like, you could be doing anything. And she could be, because she doesn't work. She's never worked. At least, you know, like these poor employees are, who are stuck as punching bags for her rage here. There's nothing they can do for her. She could be doing anything with her day, but instead, of course. Yeah, see, there's somebody with her. There's another woman, one of her handlers, one of her representatives here that are, you know, probably drove her, you know, over here, I would imagine. Um, It's so strange. She's so out of control here. I mean, if anybody has made her get, you know, close to going to prison, it's her. But she's taking it out of these workers that are busy trying to, you know, get their jobs done. And, you know, uh, this isn't the first time she's gone off on Starbucks workers. Look at this. You can ruin someone's life. I mean, only the person ruining your life right now, Daisy, is you. And it's interesting. Look at this. It looks like she's got underwear on the outside of her. We are gonna have this kind of talk. We are gonna hug it out. A tender talk. Look at how she's leaning forward. This reminds me of that video. I think it's been long deleted, but she would record all of her fights, you know, with the perfect prince. And she was up in his face, and when I mean, like, aggressively on her toes, you know, right, yelling and yelling, and he's trying to get it, you know, back off, and she doesn't want him, you know, you got to come right back here and keep fighting with me. It's horrible. This is horrible. This video is horrible, and it's kind of disappointing. There is another video where she went off on Starbucks workers, and I think it's still up somewhere in the, unless it was deleted with her last batch of deleted videos. She went into a Starbucks, and there was something on the wall, a motto or something, a Starbucks thing about how we're trying to help mankind or whatever. And she saw that and zoomed in on the fact that they didn't mention animals in there. It was only to the benefit of humans, the quote. And she just subjected those workers to just, The same kind of thing. Berating them, belittling them, questioning them, pressing them about why did they not include animals in that statement. Okay, so she's going off very aggressively in that video. And at the end of it, she goes over and she grabs some packets of, I don't know, whatever it was for her coffee. And she goes out the door and she turns to us, the audience, and she says, "I really didn't mean it. Like the whole thing was just fucking bullshit." That's the weird thing about her. She can turn it off and turn it on uh, pretty quick. And I think different people in her life get a different version of her. There's recent video of her talking to her therapist, and she's completely different. She sounds very, willing. She wants to change. She wants to improve and everything. And then there's just this other side of her, that's just unrelenting with the anger and unproductive.
We can find a way forward where mine needs get back and your needs get back and you don't lie on your phone.
I think the only needs that these poor people have is to get her out of the store. She was just banned from that Starbucks down in Venice too, right? I mean, she can't go in there. I guess she can go to other ones. At little one by one, she's going to get crossed off, the list of which one she can. Yo, get out. There we go.
Look up the video. It was badass when I flipped my skateboard. Caught it in the air. It was badass. I told your manager.
This person is very carefully trying to get her out of the store. I wonder who this is. I don't know. She's got a variety of people who will help her out and drive her places.
I'm sorry. I acknowledge
This.
my impact. I am upset.
That lady's trying to calm her down, and she just doesn't stop. It's disturbing. This video is disturbing.
None of you are saying anything. Do you care? Do I matter to you? I guess not. But since I'm not going to get the acknowledgement here, and I know I'm not going to get coffee.
Why should you get acknowledgement? Does she say, "I know I'm not going to get coffee"? Why should you get acknowledgement? Look at how you're behaving. You're lucky they didn't call the cops again. Fucking throw you out of there. This is just not the way to accomplish, I guess, what she, wants to accomplish, her 5 steps. What step is this? She loves and releases after abusing them, after using these employees as fucking punching bags. She loves and releases them. Isn't that nice of her?
You guys really could have done some destruction.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna do some destruction. Look at her up on her toes, man. It's like she's ready to fucking fight them, grab them, punch them, hit them. It's just not. It's disturbing. Okay. She's not available for that kind of stuff, but she continues to walk into these corporate, capitalist companies. Well, corporations are companies. Over and over again, she's constantly in here, and this is like goes against everything that she preaches about. She goes right back in again and then screams at everybody. Just don't go into Starbucks anymore. Nobody's making you do this. Go call corporate or you get a lawyer. Something like that is how you handle it. You don't walk in and yell at the employees. What are they going to do? They can do nothing. They go in the back room until you're gone. Look at how she's making demands. You're not going to call the police? She's untouchable. Well, oh no. It's kind of it's a mixture of kind of feeling sorry for her and not liking this at all. This is not cool. It's not cool, and it doesn't represent anything as far as what she preaches. Quite the opposite.
So great, and you have the same golden truth as I do. You are not supposed to be between God and goddesses. Do not sell out and keep the sale. Do not cause forces. Way to be
Just stay out. Don't. She flounces out. Again, who's the rube here who drove her, out here so she can rant and rave and make a fool of herself. It's sad. I don't know. I don't know. That's just, you know. Anyway, there's something that I am going to check out right now. I guess I really don't have anything else to say about this. It kind of speaks for itself. Like I said, I was hoping maybe I could see a little improvement, maybe calming down a little bit now that she's got stability. But it's not that simple, is it? All right. So there's something I wanted to add here that I just thought about, and there's so many videos today of like just people that were passing by or got caught up in a moment who turned their, got their phones out, started videoing, and initially it's like, that's what this looks like. This looks like somebody just whipped their camera out and started recording this woman who walked into Starbucks, but that isn't the case. This is probably her phone. There's somebody who she had come along for the day to record her because this is content. This is great content. And it occurred to me that, just a few years ago, this wouldn't have happened. Not in this way, because today we have the tools. YouTube has evolved considerably, and then the advent of social media, where we know we have a built-in audience for our bad behavior. And so, this is going to be recorded and seen, and I guess commodified in a way for social cred. And just kind of something I thought of that, for people who have narcissistic personality disorder, this is like the perfect forum, perfect opportunity to, put on a show for everybody and get it spread around. And, there's a lot of people that come and go from her life. A lot of people just hang out to visit, say hi. Sometimes they'll, it seems like they're friends for a while and then they disappear. Boyfriends come and go. Some stick around. Things change. But all of those people they kind of know what is going on. If you willingly get close to somebody like this, I would think you should know the program. Obviously, I think we've seen in the past. Okay, some people do get they get worked over, but generally, I think if you get close to her, you know what is on the menu. But these poor people here, poor people at Starbucks, they're being held hostage. Anybody who you go out with a camera and the intent is to deliberately humiliate, make a spectacle, get into people's faces, get aggressive with them. This is a changed world we live in. These people have people coming in there who are unstable, have mental issues, and they got to be on guard, not just, being representatives of the company there behind the counter and not really getting paid a lot, but having to deal with far more aggressive and angry people today. I feel sorry for these people, and it's just there's really no conclusion, I guess, to this. It's just an observation that just a few years ago, this wouldn't have even happened because there would have been no way to share this with a wider audience. All right, here we are again with the map, and this blew my mind today. So I'm gonna share this with you. Here we are. We've seen this a few times already. We got the old Santa Monica, Venice area, and most of Daisy's time has been spent, by the beach down here. And we have Santa Monica stretches kind of up like this towards the 405 freeway. This is the famous Mulholland Pass right here. It is a bottleneck, classic bottleneck. And she has been spending more time like uptown, so to speak. I think this is maybe where her temporary housing is and whatnot. So what I did was I did a search for Starbucks Santa Monica, and look at all of these locations. Unbelievable. The saturation of this company is mind blowing. They're all over the place. Every single one of those coffee cups is a Starbucks location. Okay. And we are going to be settling on the one that was in today's play, Playhouse Daisy, the one where she, I think this is the one we should, what we should do is we should check these off, color them differently as she gets banned from them, kind of like a checkerboard, like a war room strategy board. Every time she blows one up and isn't allowed in, we'll just color it in. Well, we're going to focus on this, and I'm going to tell you why it kind of blew my mind when I found out which location this is. So, in the comments uh, under her videos, somebody said we should boycott the Starbucks at Bundy in Santa Monica. And I'm like, well, that's got to be this one. What snapped my cap, everybody, is that because of the work I'm doing right now, I'm actually in Santa Monica every Monday and Tuesday. That's right, folks. This is kind of new, uncharted territory for me because I rarely go to the beach. I live like way up near Burbank, okay, which is like in the San Fernando Valley. The beach is like another world to me. It takes frickin' forever to get down. I am way up here. But now I find myself having to take the old 405 and get off at, well, technically, I should be getting off at Santa Monica Boulevard. And, actually, I get off at Wilshire because there's a Bristol Farms. I get my lunch and then I go on with my day. So this is what really surprised me was the Starbucks where this outburst took place. Bundy and Santa Monica. I pass this twice a week. Twice a week I'm at this intersection coming down from Wilshire. And there's the Erewhon. She's probably been in this Erewhon several times, doing her lectures. I come down this way. Bundy, I go south. And I have literally passed this how many dozens of times, not even realizing. Of course, actually, it didn't become the scene of a crime until, just last week. But what I want to do is we're going to take a closer look at this. We're going to get in up close and personal. There it is. Look at that, folks. Did you see that? That was the scene of the crime. That was the set where that all happened. That somebody took this is nuts to me. I passed this, but it's kind of like a little hole in the wall. It's kind of blends in, with the rest of the buildings, and I have missed it. I'm going to be down there tomorrow. I should, maybe stop in and I don't know, grab a coffee. But I don't drink coffee. I'm not a Starbucks, kind of like a patron. But they are all over the place. So anyway, that's it. That's the backdrop here. There's many sets for the Daisy show, as I've mentioned before, and that because of my line of work, I'm always interested in backgrounds, backdrops, sets, stuff like that. TV production, and I see it very much like that as television show. This photo is taken about 3 years ago. And yeah, it's a little bit rough of an area. Here's a little park. This stuff just, I don't even notice it when I'm going down the street. But take a good look. Santa Monica is like, yeah, it is a rich area. Make no doubt about that. But it also has a very diverse population here. You can see there's a lot of homeless, and especially the beach is just, yeah, it's well, we see the videos all the time. The Santa Monica close-up gives us probably the best view of reality. There's a lot of realities here in Los Angeles, right? And here we go. That's Wilshire Boulevard up there. And we come tearing down Bundy. Maybe I'll see her whipping by on her skateboard. I don't know. It's just, I do, it's kind of like I said, I hope for the best. Unfortunately, people are who they are. And we're all on a journey, right? So that's the journey. And tomorrow I'm gonna be going right down this road. Dear God, help me. That's it. Okay, so reporting from Bundy and Santa Monica. Yes, that is the same Bundy Drive from the old OJ trial. Remember that 30 years ago? Good old OJ Simpson. Uh, he's no longer with us, thank God. That is all for now. So thank you again for joining me, and we'll see what's next. I have some ideas about what I want to tackle next. Daisy's hanging out right now with Big Ben, hanging out in his apartment. So she's got a place to stay. That was something that the Perfect Prince, there was a video that he made, one video that Jeff Perricone made before he disappeared into his new life. And he said something that was actually very true. He said, "Don't worry about Daisy. You know, she's got a lot of people that will help take care of her and whatever." And yeah, he's absolutely right. You know, she is, if anything, she is a survivor. Can't fault her for that. All right, I will talk to you later. See you in the next video.